Okay, so I've had some questions about how to get this slide deck finished up, and I've been throwing out some suggestions on some websites that could be used. I thought I'd just build a couple just to show you some tips and tricks on how to do this. So, personality, we know our 4 letters. We should have the website going where we are at 16personalities.com. To find your personality type, you will click personality types and find yours. Here I am, INTJ. Right away, we can actually, if we want this image right here, using our snipping tool, I don't think it actually lets us save it. Save link as no. So that's where we have to get kind of tricky. Use our snipping tool and get our little character that we want, like so. And we can save that to our documents. INTJ character. Yep, I think I had it right. There we go. And then now we have a picture. And then one other website that I've been mentioning to people is cooltext.com. And people were asking how I was able to get some letters for my version of the presentation, and that is one website that works pretty well. So if I bring up my example, so this website where you actually explain your 4 letter types, so I for introvert, N for intuitive, that sort of thing. My letters are pretty boring. We can do better. We can go over to cool text over here. Let's say you want to go with a neon theme, and I'm going to put this up to like 125 size, and I'm going to go I, and then now I can have an I, create the logo, download the logo. Okay, go back over to my blank slide over here. I'm going to go to slide number 2. Okay, I'm going to take this out because that's just a description for me. That's just a description for me. I'm going to insert the I that I just downloaded and made on cooltext.com. It's in my documents folder. There it is. Oh no, wrong one. It's called cool text, that's right. So insert image, and is that in my downloads folder? Yes, maybe. Let's find out. There it is. Cool text. I probably should have named it better. So there's the I, and then I can go back and maybe I want to stick with that neon theme, or I could try something different. So maybe a different type of letter for each one. So maybe I like this tough one. Again, I want to kind of maximize so it doesn't blur too much. And then my next letter is N, and I can create that letter, download that letter, go back. Okay, insert image from the downloads folder, looking for that, and there it is. Okay, and so on. You do not have to do this slide exactly how I did it. I don't mind if you emulate greatness, but what I do want you to be able to do is identify your 4 letters and what they mean. So you can even go a step further here and maybe insert a text box and actually finish the word out. So if I stands for introvert, you could do something like this, and then get your pictures in there. So oh yeah, I could put my character in there in the middle like I did. So going back, I put this one in my documents. There's my character. There we go. You could resize if you want. You could even do like crop if needed. So maybe I don't want that A in there as much, so let's crop that in a little bit so it doesn't show as much. Hey, now we're looking pretty good. And now we're starting to build the slides that we need. One last thing for advice here is on this one, your 4-letter type versus the opposite of your type. I did include on the assignment this website right here, Trudy, which also has the video to explain what your type means, but it's also going to kind of tell you what those 4 letters are. So like we went over in class yesterday, E versus I, extroversion versus introversion, S versus the N in intuition, so sensors versus intuitives, T versus F, thinking versus feeling, and J versus P, judging versus perceiving. So if I am an I, N, T, J, the opposite of me is going to be an E, S, F, P. And so you'll take your 4 letters and find the opposite for you. That's all I have for now. We're going to take the rest of today's period to finish up these 20 slides as best as possible, and then part 2 of this will probably start next week, but Thursday and Friday this week we're going to start some photography stuff. All right, have fun.